Welcome to the most exciting and prestigious league in all of football, the over 35s. The place where the hardiest lads with the dodgiest knees battle it out every Saturday afternoon, then get absolutely pissed in the local the same night. And it is here at Ratdout Hearts where we will be following mine and the team's journey of the entire season and seeing if we can grind our way to promotion from Division 2. But for people who are completely new to my content, let me give you guys a bit of a background about myself. My name is Aaron. I recently turned 35, meaning I was now eligible to play for my local over 35 team. I'm a full-time gaming streamer slash content creator under the name of Aaron the LOCO. Over the course of 6 years, I've gained a following of over 2 million followers. But all them hours put into streaming and editing videos unfortunately made me actively unmotivated. I stopped going to the gym, never went running or looked after myself physically. That wasn't until I finally decided to rejoin football, a sport I haven't played in 10 years. And ever since I joined, my motivation has returned. And now my goal is to try win a trophy with Ratdout, mainly because I've never won anything in football before. So enough yapping and let's start the video. Welcome to the first match of the channel for my second preseason game so far at Ratdout. I did have a preseason game last week. We didn't record it, but nonetheless, we're here today. Ratdout against Laytown at home. My first home game for Ratdout as well. Don't know how this is going to look on camera. I don't know how it's going to sound on camera. This is just going to be pretty much a complete tryout until we get to the regular season to see what works and what doesn't work. So when the season does start, hopefully the content we're providing on the channel is at a pretty high standard. So without further ado, let's get to the match. As you can see from the warm-up, we got over 20 players, meaning one half of the team will play the first half and the other will play the second half. Fortunately for me, I was on the second half team. Finally, we get the game underway. And it doesn't take long for us to create the first chances. One of our players are fouled by the goalkeeper inside the box. Number 18 steps up to takes it and places it beautifully in the right-hand corner, putting Ratdout 1-0 up. It didn't take Laytown long to get into the game, and they started keeping possession well in midfield. They eventually played this ball straight between our defenders, which unfortunately for them was called offside. We then try slow the play down and playing the ball out of our own defense. We move it over here to the right-hand side to our right back, who gets into a little scuffle with the left mid. Unfortunately, it loses the ball, but our left mid then plays the ball into our striker, lovely in between our defense, and slots it in to make it 1-1. Nothing really happens for the next couple of minutes as both teams are struggling to break each other's defense down, with the ball mainly staying around midfield. The next best chance came from a Laytown free kick, which was swung beautifully into the box, just missed by one of the defenders, led to a scuffle inside the box, but fortunately we were able to get rid of it. The next best chance for Ratdout came from this loose ball, which is beautifully played over to the left-hand side to number 18, who then swings in a beautiful cross with his left foot, unfortunately to none of our players. Nice ball swung in here from a corner, meets the head of our defender, who just lobs it over, and 18 nearly gets on the end of it. Ball breaks loose. We managed to intercept him right here at the edge of the box, but nothing really comes of it. That was pretty much it for all of the first half, which meant it was my time to come on and hopefully capitalize on all the other players being absolutely shattered. And it didn't take long for me to get my first touch of the ball as I play a 1-2 here at the midfield. I try to get in behind the defense. Unfortunately, the ball was played a little bit too wide. I try to look for a ball over the top here. It plays out short. I try to touch it around the defender, which I do, but the touch was just way too heavy and I got caught out by the right back. One of the best things for me in this game was that it was my daughter's first time ever watching me play football. And you could tell she was just as excited for me as I was for her. Ball swung in here for a corner. I'm sitting on the edge of the box. I managed to get back possession of it. Back to goal, but I managed to turn this player around. Get the ball out to the side. I look for a return. And yeah, nothing comes of it. Might have forgotten that this was a preseason game. I might have gone a little bit too hard in this challenge, but won the ball nonetheless. We do continue to get stuck in here as we manage to dispossess Laytown, get around one of the defenders and lay the ball off, creating a little attacking chance here as the ball is played into the striker, who tries to cut inside but just loses the ball. Unfortunately though, Laytown did put the squeeze on us for a couple of minutes and did eventually score another goal, making it 2-1 to them. This next clip, however, is one that is very important, so please do not forget this. I run out here onto the right-hand side, making a 2v1 situation. The ball originally played in was offside before it broke loose to me. But as you can see, one of their players went absolutely true to backing me, and I landed on my right hand pretty awkward. He did apologize to me right afterwards, in fairness. And at the time, I couldn't feel anything bothering me, so I was like, yep, everything's all good, my man. But within minutes later, my whole right hand had swollen up, and I was unable to move the last 3 fingers on my hand. We get get switched over to the left-hand side for the remainder of the game, and this is where we started creating some serious chances. We start off here getting the ball and taking on their right back. We cut back inside. We see a couple of players coming in. We try whip in a cross, but as you can tell, the cross was just absolutely diabolical. We get the ball back over here and we try to play a 1-2 with our striker to get around their defense. Unfortunately, the 2 was just a little bit short. I also tried telling the manager that I couldn't feel my last 3 fingers, and in his words, he told me to shove them up my arse. And it was at that moment I knew that this team was going to be magical. We start trying to slow the play down and just doing link-ups with the midfield and just concentrating on keeping possession mainly and try tiring Laytown out. My football IQ started to kick in again. As you can see here, we draw the defender in that's marking us to look like we're coming for a short ball, and then the last second pull away into the open space with the ball over the top and managed to get a corner out of the situation. An absolute beautiful ball is swung in and our defender gets up and just about misses it. The ball comes to us here from a throw-in. We control it down and we lay it off to our striker, who then opens up his body and puts in an absolute worldie into the bottom right-hand corner, making the game 2-all. I'm counting that as an assist also, by the way. Laytown did then come back in the offense, bringing the ball down the left-hand side, crossing a low one in here to the striker, which is beautifully defended by our defense. They come back again the left-hand side, squaring the ball in here to the center, playing it back out to the left, which is then play back into the midfield, which is then lines up. Oh, it's a shot he took. Okay, yeah, I forgot he took a shot there, which is actually saved by our goalkeeper, and it goes out for a corner for Laytown. But the best chance for Laytown came on the right-hand side as it's crossed in from their winger, whose striker got in front of their defender, who just misses the goal. In the last minute of the game, we did get a free kick near our own halfway line. The ball in here is swung in. Nobody gets on the end of it, which catches the keeper by surprise. He manages to save it, but the ball breaks out, creating a scramble, and then Aaron, jump on the ball to score the winning goal in the last minute of the game. The Toronto beating Laytown 3-2 in the preseason friendly. A cool moment for me after the game was that I could take my daughter onto the pitch, which was pretty special for me. Got home my phone because I don't have a stand for it. Right, won the game 3-2. Couple of issues I've noticed. The mic, I actually had a mic attached to me the whole time, so you guys can like hear what I was saying during the game. But for some reason, the wire that we're using to connect the transmitter to the phone was dodgy, so it kept getting disconnected. So that's why for the entirety of the game, you're gonna see my fiance, my kid, and a bunch of their family members just yapping away, which is a bit of annoying, but look, it's still full fix for the next video. Happy the way I played. I think I might have sprained the last 3 fingers on my hand because at the moment I can't use them. Good game, good solid game. Delighted we can get the win. Going into the pub now. Gonna have a nice juicy pint, non-alcoholic of course, because I am driving the car. Hope you guys enjoyed the first video of the series. Hopefully many more to come. We can run this for the entirety of the season and you guys can see the journey which myself and the team go on. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe. Boom. Goddamn fingers. Alrighty, next day, and a bit of an unfortunate video to make. Yesterday, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I fell on my hand and my last 3 fingers like swelled up really bad during the game. Well, when I kind of got home and everything's settled, it turns out one of my knuckles seems to be missing. Yeah, pretty bad. See all the bruising here? And the top of my hand is completely swollen. That's as far as I gotta open up my hand at this moment of time. I'm hearing a really weird clicky sound and feel a clicky sound when I rub my finger against my knuckle there. And the fact that I can't even see my knuckle either is a little bit worrying. So I'm having to go to one of those VHI Swift cars and see what they say. I imagine they're probably going to give me an x-ray. So look, we'll find out what the results are of the hand anyway. So W's, I guess. Well, bad news. I broke a bone in my hand in 2 places. First time I've ever broken a bone in my life. They want to send me to A&E to see if it needs surgery or not. Hopefully it doesn't. So yeah, a bit of a crap way to start the series of the new YouTube channel, but look, it is what it is. We roll on, we see what the hell happens, take it day by day. Guys, appreciate you watching the video. If you could hit the thumbs up, it'd be much appreciated. Have a good day. Oh man, I'm so cooked.